This might be the easiest auto cobblestone farm you'll find on YouTube. 28,800 cobblestone per hour, no slime blocks, and under 100 blocks to build. Hi, I'm Big Booty 17, and today I'll show you how to make it step by step. The clock in my previous design was broken in patch 1.21.2, so we'll need to replace it moving forward. Fortunately, the clock wasn't the main feature of the design, and there are plenty of alternate clock options to choose from. For those unfamiliar, this farm's a hyper-compact, simple cobblestone farm that produces an impressive 28,800 cobblestone per hour. Despite being simple, compact, and fast, it's built with fewer than 100 blocks, making it a quick and easy build. This farm uses a slimeless TNT Duper and precise TNT drop height to keep the design incredibly short. It's paired with a super compact cobblestone generator that produces 12 cobblestone every 1.5 seconds, or a double chest every 7 minutes. And the timing of this farm is so exact that the game doesn't even have a chance to render the new cobblestone before it's blown up and collected in the hoppers. I'm keeping it short this time, and that's everything before we dive into the tutorial. I love creating designs and occasionally making videos about them. If you enjoy this design, you'll probably like my others too. But there's no guarantee the algorithm will bring you back here. Subscribing and interacting with this video is the best way to stay connected, and it helps me at no cost to you. So let's get to building. Here are the materials you will need for this farm. While I've listed 2 buckets of water, you'll place more than 2 water sources during the build. However, you will only need 2 at any given time. Make sure to use stone or harder blocks for this farm, as the TNT explosions are very close. The dirt included in this list represents an approximate number of temporary blocks. And finally, you can use any variation of slab, stair, fence gate, or leaf. I marked out the space with blocks to help you reference spacing and direction. This is not required and only used for clarity in the build. Place a center block and surround it with 4 double chests. Next, place 12 hoppers facing into and surrounding the chests. Place temporary blocks to position the leaves in the pattern shown. Repeat this process until each side matches the pattern. Then, remove all temporary blocks. Create an infinite water source and waterlog each leaf. Afterwards, refill your buckets for the rest of the build. From one side of the build, pillar up on 8 blocks. Make sure to count exactly 8 blocks, as miscounting will cause the farm to fail. Then extend towards the center using 2 stone blocks. From the center, add a temporary block as the base. Then add 2 retaining walls on either side with an upside down stair placed in between them. Next, extend both retaining walls outward by 1 block as shown. On the rightmost wall, extend outwards by placing 3 blocks to form a 2x4 platform as demonstrated. Place the fence gate first and make sure that it's open so TNT can pass through the duper. Then waterlog the upside down stair so water floats towards the fence gate. Now let's create the TNT duper. Start by placing 2 pistons facing inwards as shown. Next, place 2 solid blocks diagonally adjacent to the pistons so their corners touch. Sneak to the back edge of the stair and place an observer facing the 2x4 platform. Then place a solid block above the fence gate followed by a TNT. Place solid blocks above the observer and TNT. Next, add a top slab and surround it with solid blocks as shown. We will be waterlogging this top slab, so make sure to place all blocks shown to prevent any leakage. Once everything's in place, go ahead and waterlog the top slab. Starting with the stair, run redstone dust up and along the entire length of the cross. On two opposite corners of the 2x4 platform, place 2 solid blocks. Next, place 2 repeaters for a total of 4 facing into each corner block. Place a redstone torch on the side of one solid block and redstone dust next to the other. You should see the repeaters start to clock. From here, increase the delay on 3 of the repeaters to the maximum. For the final repeater, click it once to set it to half of its maximum delay. Then, bridge out on 2 blocks to place a lever and locking repeater to control and turn off the clock, and turn the clock off. Place 2 temporary blocks to help you get the right placement angle, then carefully position an observer so it's looking at one of the repeaters. Remove the remaining temporary blocks as you make your way back down to ground level, and refill one of your water buckets. Place the lava bucket on the center block to create cobblestone over the hoppers. If everything is waterlogged correctly, the lava should stay contained with no spilling. If you'd like an easy way to move up and down, you can use the materials on hand to create a water column. Align yourself with the lever and count 3 blocks from the corner leaf. Create retention channels like shown, and then pillar up to the lever. Place water at the top of the pillar. This will let you swim up and down as needed. Finally, you can turn on the farm. If it explodes into bits, it means that your clock timings were incorrect. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this farm, be sure to check out my other videos and subscribe so you don't have to rely on the algorithm to catch my next one. Special thanks to Mercury, Malphydrone, and Scorpio for contributing various parts of this design. To expand the storage, dig below the farm and align yourself with the gap between the chests. Place your new double chests directly under the hoppers, ensuring the gaps between the new chests aligns with those of the existing ones. Then, run a hopper line to distribute the items into the chests. Repeat this process for the other side. There should be an offset between the 2 sets of chests. It's also possible to attach shulker box loaders to the farm. The schematic for this is available in the Discord. When turning off the farm, wait for the final TNT to explode inside of the duper. Failing to do this can cause the farm to explode if started at a weird timing. Additionally, if you plan on leaving the area while the farm is running, make sure it stays loaded, such as by using a chunk loader like shown. Failing to do this can and will probably cause the farm to explode. This modification is for those using non-vanilla redstone. It will also work if experimental redstone changes that are currently pending make it into the main patches.